She's the CEO of the house.
Julie's methods are driving Scott totally loco.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'm starved.
She likes to have things done her way.
And there's no stopping her crazy train.
That's safe?
So will another passenger have them put on the brakes?
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Or will they put more coal on the fire?
I'm not getting anything done.
Scott and Julie are always on the go, go, go and have no intention of slowing down. So will a new baby put a halt to the rat race, or will they pick up the pace? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely. Relationship expert and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom and author, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Walkoff. Nothing makes Scott and Julie happier than working up a sweat.
Both Scott and my relationship, I'd say, is based around a lot of activity. We're not used to just sitting at home.
And when they are at home, they don't fool around. Oh wait, they did.
Scott has wanted a baby for a number of years now.
Translation?
Ours happened, we think, the
First try.
first or second try.
Swing, Tiger Woods. But nothing as pesky as a pregnancy is going to slow these two down.
I play a lot of golf, hockey, ball hockey, and we've played a lot of ultimate frisbee together.
Exercise is important to me. Fell in love with yoga, swimming, still walk, weights, and a workout session with a trainer.
Whew, if you got the time.
I'm kind of a scheduler fanatic.
I know she wants to have the kid involved in a lot of activities. I'm afraid our child's gonna have a breakdown by age 2.
I love type A's who have babies. It's so much fun because it all blows up. They don't even know about the poo in the back of the neck yet. I can't wait to see them deal with that kind of stuff.
It's going to be awfully difficult for a while to not stay at home and to be the active, sportive, social people that they are.
With their first baby on its way, Scott is trading in his suit and tie for an apron.
I run my own company, so that should be my 3rd company that I run now.
Scott has wanted to be Mr. Mom for a number of years now.
But these former dinks will be doubling up on the duties because Julie's taking time off work too, reluctantly.
I'm not looking forward to giving up work.
That's okay, Julie. You get to be the boss of Scott.
She's the CEO of the house, and I'm just the lackey.
I had to put him through a number of tests to make sure that he could do certain things.
Meatloaf surprise.
Right.
It can be frustrating at times because she's so regimented.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'm starved. I didn't realize that you put your eggs in a separate bowl. Why don't you just put them right in, directly in the recipe?
Well, if I get any eggshells in there, I have trouble picking it out.
I see. Good idea. Then you're gonna bake at 450. Do you have the oven on?
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks good. Is that always how you mix things? I'll throw in my 2 cents.
Here we go. She likes to have things done her way, even though there might be other ways to achieve a completely acceptable result.
Sure, and it's not just cooking.
Scotty B, what are you doing in here?
Hey, just gonna do some laundry.
Oh yeah?
So-
You think that's safe?
I have not done a load of laundry since university. What do you do about, like, pink and towels?
Ooh.
It might be back to the boardroom for you, Scotty boy.
Oh, Scotty B, that's way too much. We'll see how he does because I am kind of particular.
Well, I think one of the concerns I have or we have is that our preconceived notions of what our future is going to be like are going to be shattered.
You don't say.
He seems to understand Julie very well.
Yes,
And
I
it's-
like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
because he can accommodate her. She doesn't actually have to be the boss because he can say, don't boss me. I know you want to go back to work. I'll stay home.
But what I like about these two is you're right. I think that he really understands her. And the best sort of counter to a really controlling personality is someone who can just say, that's the way she is, and they can kind of joke about it a little bit, realizing what's really important. And sometimes, a baby can really drive that message home.
Today's the day baby Jacob comes home. And the little guy has a special how do you do for his parents.
Oh, whoopsie.
Oh, and the greetings have just begun because Scott's father and grandmother have come over to see the new little guy.
Great grandma, grandpa, and G-Franny here.
Scott's dad is pretty darn excited. He's been the one who's shown the most emotion.
My father, about a year and a half ago, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkins lymphoma cancer. And one of the few wishes that he had was he kept saying that if things didn't go well, he wanted to be a grandfather. Oh, look at you over there, Grandpa.
Little hat.
What do you think seeing your mom hold the little boy? Ready?
Grab me the left one,
Here's
Scott.
the little guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Jacob's going to learn how to cry.
Well, I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm very pleased to be here now. No, I'm very pleased to be here and just proud to be a grandpa.
Scott's family is very emotional. The men are all really big, tough, kind of fighting hockey player kind of guys, but they all like to, well, I don't know if they like to cry, but they all cry on a pretty regular basis. And it was difficult when I first started dating Scott to see all the displays of emotion, because my family doesn't display that kind of emotion. But now I'm used to it, and I like it.
Hey there, big guy. Yeah. Hopefully someday play hockey and golf with him. I still play old-timers hockey, and I'd love to have him on the ice with me one of these times.
But since Grandpa's also Scott's business partner, he wants to know about his goals for the future.
Stay home and play Mr. Mom.
I'd like to stay at home and hang out with this guy.
At the end of the day, he's going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm very proud of him, you know, for doing that. I think when I was his age, I probably couldn't do it. Looking back now, I wish I did.
Yay, 4
Awesome.
generations.
Okay.
So cute. Look at you bawling away over here. Get me some Kleenex.
Seriously, though, I mean, what a wonderful support network.
Absolutely.
And just also from that perspective of, you know, they've brought a boy into the world, and that he already, you can see he's going to have such amazing male influences in his life, you know.
And I choked up looking at Grandpa. I mean, I get it. He's alive. He has a grandson. This is beautiful.
I still think that Scott's going to be in for a hard road. It's hard to be a stay-at-home dad even still today. There's a lot of people that, oh, you can't get work, or, you know, what's wrong with you? So, but I think it's great that he's just, I'm just doing it. He's going for it, and he's got all of his family support.
She's taking the year off as well, so we'll see how they work out that dynamic. Also, with her wanting to kind of like run the show, and him wanting to be Mr. Mom, like, who's gonna win?
It's been 1 week since Jacob's birth, and today there's more grandparents, aunts, and uncles than you could shake a stick at.
Do you think he'll just keep going with Julie?
Oh, I think so.
She was a goer from day one,
A goer? Never mind.
and he's just going to be jogging right down the street with her.
They would know.
They've all been so supportive and wanted to be here.
But it would be nice to have an empty house, too, just the 3 of us.
So presto, changeo, relative scrammo. With the house theirs again, Julie switches tracks and gets right down to planning Jacob's stops for the day.
We pretty much have something on every evening and every day.
Last call aboard the Julie Express.
Hi, it's Julie calling. It's Julie calling. What time's the game? We're pretty much booked solid. Our calendar is almost as full as it was before Jake.
If Julie's gonna make this schedule, dire steps will have to be taken.
I'm going to take this opportunity to unplug the TV.
The TV? Not the TV!
We haven't had much time to watch it, but why have it there as an incentive to turn it on?
You might want to watch out, Julie, because the time you're spending unplugging this TV means you're now behind schedule.
TV will show you not to mess with TV.
Really?
Rush, rush, rush. And back at Central Station, Mr. Mom is overwhelmed too, in laundry. Julie's working it at a Fit Moms class, while Jacob lies around. Just look at all those lazy babies. Now that Mom's had her workout, it's baby Jacob's turn. All aboard for a session we like to call a 20-minute tummy time workout.
Tummy time, Mr. Jacob.
Good luck.
Ready?
I'll keep that.
So this is good exercise for you, little guy.
Let's go, buddy. Work
Big and
those legs.
strong.
Work those legs.
Keep up with Mommy and Daddy.
Those quads and hammies going there, Mr. Jacob. Come on. Ugh.
Use your stomach muscles. Jacob.
Oh, look, Jacob wants to say something. Jacob?
Oh, come look at Mommy, Jacob. Yeah. Get mad.
No pain, no gain.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, big guy.
Come on, Jacob.
Come on, big guy.
Leave him alone.
Sweetie pie, sweetie. Try the soother and see if they'll still keep wiggling.
Come on, buddy. It's your favorite.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life there.
All right, big
Let's get him
guy.
up.
Yeah. That was not bad for today.
Yes, it was.
I was a little disappointed. He could have gone longer. He's not achieving.
One more. No, he's not.
It's not good.
Obviously, he's not living up to his parents' expectations already. Why does it always have to be like action, activity? This kid's gonna be like grow up and be like totally hyper and always feeling like every minute of his time has to be scheduled and not know what to do with free time.
I like the busyness. I like the, the getting on with their lives, not letting the baby take on their whole life. He comes into their life, not the other way around. So I like that. But I agree with you. There's a concern that if it carries on like that, he will have the breakdown at age 2. But so far, I think it's fantastic. They're getting it on.
Now the challenge is to see if they can just put a bit of a lid on it to make sure that they don't get him into baby Olympic pre-training sessions for the 2032 Olympics.
Before Jacob's intensive training continues, Julie takes some time away from her busy schedule to just enjoy all that he is. Well, since he's asleep,
I'm helping Scott complete or work on the baby book. He's been the main person who's the main contributor. If you look in here, it's all Scott's handwriting. He's the one who picked it up as soon as he found out.
well, look who's up.
Hungry? Yeah, I think that's a yes. Who's this guy? Who's the little boxer? Aren't you cute?
Well, there's another thing that Dad can take care of. It's 1 p.m. and Mr. Mom's training is about to get dirty because this family's decided to use cloth diapers.
Oh, we did have a little activity there. So yeah, we're gonna try cloth diapers and I'm gonna be the cleaner.
Yeah, we know.
This is your least favorite part.
Oh, yes. It's almost over.
Right on, Daddy. You changed a diaper. You get a medal. But I bet you can't bronze this. Oh, it's like stirring a nice, delicious diaper soup, eh?
Thank you.
So you think you've seen it all, eh, baby Jacob? But no.
I'm interested in sign language because I'd like to be able to communicate or let Jake communicate with us.
Baby sign language?
Jacob's very young. He's probably one of my youngest students.
Probably one of your youngest students? He's like a minute old.
We can't speak French, but at least he'll be able to speak another language.
Oh, that should come in handy at the 2032 Olympics.
If you say milk 700 times a day, I want you to be signing milk at the same time that you're saying it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
The next sign we're gonna learn is more, which,
Right.
that's a good one,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Do you want some more milk, Jacob?
More milk?
Please.
Well, that's nice.
Look, ladies, Jacob has a sign for you right now.
So how much do you think he's gonna retain right now in 3 weeks? I think he might have the more down pat. I think he knows that.
More milk?
Thank you so much for coming out.
problem.
Maybe by 4 months he might be able to do some of the stuff if he has the motor skills.
Speaking of motor skills, maybe a good skate will get the little guy up and at him. And if that doesn't work, fear will do the trick. Whoa!
I'm not nervous at all with Jacob skating because he's not with me. If he was with me, it'd be a totally different story. But Scott's such a great skater that doesn't worry me at all.
What do you think of your parents now, Jacob?
A little concerned about the skating.
Yeah.
Honestly, because even though he's a great skater, it doesn't take much to tumble.
Am I crazy, or do babies not like communicate that they're hungry and want more by crying? Like, is that not a sufficient communication device?
Do you know what? The baby sign language is a fairly new thing in the land of babies that's going on right now. I have to say I'm of mixed things about it. I like the fact that it's a way to communicate with the babies. I've seen a 1.5-year-old do it, so a lot older, very cool. My only concern is she's seeing it as a competitive advantage for her child. He'll be able to do these things before anybody else.
Right.
That bothers me because she's just using it for competition.
I'm just waiting for the the meltdown where they finally go, okay, what are we trying to prove here?
That's right.
Now, if we can just get them to defer his scholastic aptitude testing beyond 8 months, we could be okay.
It's been 3 weeks since the birth, and even though the TV's still off,
I miss you. Please turn me on.
Julie's still having scheduling problems.
I'm just trying to figure some things out. I don't know where the time goes. I'm not getting anything done.
Can't get anything done?
Come on, big guy.
Mr. Mom will put a Band-Aid on this.
Looking at the calendar, realistically, what do you have to do?
I have doctor's appointments plus I gotta go to my classes that we're signed up
there's
for.
one thing that, yeah. Do you really have to go?
Uh-oh. Scott, it looks like she's scheduling in a big shut-up.
Yeah, you'll be able to get the body back in time. It doesn't have to be done overnight. This will be a change that, you know, both of us are gonna have to get used to. I have a little surprise for you.
Oh, yeah?
Just to help out around the house, I got you this wand. I used to call you Princess when we were dating, so I got you this little princess wand, and thought I'd give it to you, and you can sort of command me to do things and help out. You know it's normal to feel some ups and downs here, right?
Yep.
So just remember, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get easier.
What is she, 10? That should make it all better. And in the meantime, this train's gotta keep on moving. Scott has important work to do.
You want him to go faster, don't you? But he can't. He has to think the whole project through. Yes, he has to. That's part of good workmanship.
Ms. Mom is kicking Mr. Mom in the caboose.
Okay, so patience, Jacob. Are you impressed with Daddy's technical skills?
Oh, yeah, he thinks Daddy's work is great.
Better out than in.
If this is a sign of things to come,
Scotty's not the most handiest man in the world.
he's right there.
Success.
A for effort, Scotty B.
That really sucks.
It sure does. Maybe Scott's biting off more than he can chew.
It's the only person in the world that likes the sound of my voice.
Why don't you just focus on dinner, Scott?
Concentrating pretty hard there.
You're making me pretty nervous.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Potatoes are cut, and I still have all 10 fingers.
Then have you cut up the potatoes thin enough?
La 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 la, he doesn't hear you.
Twinkle, little star.
You know what's gonna happen if I try to cut that dinner?
Huh?
You're gonna cram my style here. If you could just clear it.
You're driving me kind of nuts.
Even Jacob doesn't like when I sing to him.
There's a nasty edge of perfectionism in all this. And Scott, I loved watching Scott. It's a little bit heartbreaking. But what he's trying to say is, look, back off. Slow down, everything will be fine.
He's trying to find a way to make her realize that she needs to just let it go a little bit. And I think you're right. I think she has a fear that if she lets something go, the whole house of cards is going to crumble.
I think it's that. I think it's also he is the new Mr. Mom. He's trying to find his place in the house. So he's looking to her to say, what would you like me to do next?
Mr. Mom might be running out of steam, but he's not out of commission yet. Perhaps a wise man helpeth. Scott's friend, Master Kevin.
Kev, how do you feel about staying at home and being Mr. Mom with these three? I love it. I love it.
Maybe it does seem chaotic. It doesn't seem like it to me. You just you do stuff and they're there and they ask you and you just, you work through the day.
Very insightful, Master Kevin.
So, Scott, how many kids do you think about having?
Not sure.
Scott's on a mission of self-discovery. And where will this journey take him next? Oh, to a mom's group?
Hey, I'm Scott.
Maybe they can put a song in his heart.
Do you know many songs, Scott?
I know a lot of songs, but not many baby songs.
You don't want him singing.
Okay, can you open your legs and lay them down on the mat?
I felt like a wolf in sheep's clothing, but the mothers made me feel very comfortable.
So his journey continues. Ooh. And perhaps a little visit to see how the other side lives.
Walking into the office, it's a very nice feeling to walk in with my son Jacob and then have my dad, have Julie's dad, Joe here. It's a very warm, comforting feeling to know that you're surrounded by that much family.
Are you going to come back here to work?
I'm sure I'll come back from time to time. I have to put a daycare in the back.
But I'd like to know.
I feel like I'm making the right decision staying at home with him.
It turns out that Scott's former business was safety in children's playground equipment. Since he has little Jacob here,
Your first slide.
why not?
Come on, buddy. Hey!
First slide.
Come here, buddy.
This will be a Oh, that's perfect.
And to think Scott left all this behind.
You should be here more often.
Put in for a raise then.
Joe, no money attached to this. Just your appearance is good
You
enough.
probably just missed having Jacob, not me, I think.
You can't believe the feeling when you have your own kids and when you have your grandkids. It's special too, just as special.
It was really nice to see Scott and Jacob out in the shop. It was a real thrill for me.
Well, his journey ends, and it's back home for Scott. Good night, baby Jacob.
He didn't sleep too much today, so hopefully...
Good days, but a lot of short nights. I'm pretty tired. I need a good night's sleep.
But not tonight.
Hey, buddy.
Hold on.
I know. Come here. Is that okay? I know, scary, huh? Yeah, you didn't like that too much, did you?
I hope Jacob doesn't need a diaper change.
Better out than in.
Looks like Scott's never gonna catch a break. Oh, there he goes.
That was fast. Oh, all right, buddy. Here we go. Here we go.
Mr. Mom is getting the hang of things.
Okay, little one. Good night, monsieur.
But just in case he gets back up, Dad's sleeping on the floor tonight. Who said being a father was easy?
I mean, I don't know how everybody will feel about it, but I think it's very innovative for Scott to be in a mom's group.
I think it's fabulous. I've been in mom's group with a couple of dads, and and you know what? It is nice. It's a nice dynamic.
He's just like any other mom. There's skills he needs to learn. There's support that he needs to get. He needs to talk to other women to bounce.
He doesn't have to take a breastfeeding break, not yet, but
Now, let me lob one to the relationship expert. Oh, Josie.
Yes?
What do you think of how Scott and Julie are getting along right now?
I don't know. I've never seen them in the same room.
So here's hoping. They're gonna be facing a huge challenge with the loss of control over how they spend their time, over what tasks they do. It's going to be awfully difficult for a while to not stay at home and to be the active, sportive, social people that they are.
It's been 5 weeks since the birth, and this evening, Scott's getting a break from his cooking duties.
Yeah, I did a good job with you, didn't I? Awesome.
Jacob's getting a break, too.
Bye, Jake.
Let's hope Grandpa can hold it together.
You guys have fun?
We will.
Okay.
Time to put their schedule aside and relax with friends.
Yeah, until you making it out.
I'm not sure if we filled you in on the home exchange thing.
Oh, do tell.
2 weeks in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yeah.
A week in the French Alps, a week in Avignon, and 2 weeks in an apartment in Paris.
I guess Jacob should have started French lessons after all.
We don't do this kind of traveling now, which we'd love to do. It's going to be a while.
Passport just arrived. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was hard to get in the picture because he's got to be like flat, looking upright, and baby's
You weren't even doing it. I had to do it. It was tough. 2 ears, 2 eyes, no expression.
Smile, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be a pretty well-rounded kid.
Fasten your seatbelt, kid.
Well, it's great for them to be out for dinner with friends. I would like to see them out on a date, the two of them.
And I think the best thing that could happen to them actually is that if they plan on having a second child. And I say that because I do worry about all the energy that they put into this one child with all the stuff they want him to do and everything. To have another one has to dissipate that type of
And I've heard that so often with first children. You do everything right, and the second one you're like,
they're fine. Go play in the
And if it doesn't work, think of the value in getting 2 kids enrolled in the same course. You can get a discount in each one, volume discount. Yeah.
And they can sign language to each other and leave you out of it.
It's so good, I think, for a controlling person like that to learn that if they let go a little bit, the house of cards doesn't fall down, and that actually it opens up space for, just experiencing life.
Well, we're actually planning on more kids. I'm not sure if that number is going to be 2 or 3.
Maybe these two will learn to appreciate the crazy train ride more than the destination.
I get asked, why don't you just relax, take it easy? I like it, though.
Ooh, so will Mr. Mom be up to the challenge?
Scott passed pretty much all of my tests with flying colors, actually. Probably, you did better than I expected, I must say.
I'm not planning on going back to work, but I do have time to spend time with Jacob and our other children.
I guess that means there's no time for TV?
Fools, don't they know that this show's on TV?